Welcome back to the Black Feather Bar, guys. We're here finally after, 2 years because of my long break. Little over a year, something like that. We are on the final episode of Bartender, Glass of God. If you guys really did like this series, I'd really like to hear what you'd like to see me react to next as far as bartending content. I think we have plenty of stuff that we can choose from. I just want to hear what you guys want. And if you guys would like to suggest things, please feel free to go onto my Discord. We have a suggestions page, I believe, in there where you guys can go ahead and send Bartender reacts things. And if we get a steady stream in there, we could do episodic reactions to small clips that you guys send or something. Without further ado, I hope that this episode's amazing. Let's see it.
お客様との会話のきっかけにもなりますし、話題になったものは一通り目を通すようにしています。最近読んだ中では、黒沢純一郎が面白かったですね。作家になる前は会社員だったそうで、その経験が受賞作にも生かされていました。
Yeah, I've recently begun reading more books. I have started reading a lot more of the ancient Greek philosophers, though. I've been really enjoying that. I like to kind of conceptualize really weird things and kind of have deep conversations about them with people. I really like to just overcomplicate even the smallest little things. So, reading just is a great thing to do. It just keeps you more ready for conversations. And conversation is where some of the most magical stuff happens when you're talking to other people. Definitely read books. Oh, he goes bar hopping at night. Hmm.
ただ生きること、生き続けること。バーのすべての酒はそのためだけにあります。人には死ぬ権利なんてありません。自分の命は自分のものなんかじゃありませんから。親兄弟や家族のものだとでも。時にはバーテンダーのものでもあります。
This is an interesting concept for sure. I mean, of course, we've gone over this, I think, 2 episodes ago. If you guys are not doing well mentally, if you've given up on life as he's been saying here, I do not recommend drinking alcohol. Please don't do that to yourself. You make poor decisions when you're drunk, and it would be awful to see you make a particularly poor decision in a bad headspace. It doesn't even mean the worst of what you're thinking, but even some of the smaller slip-ups that I've seen can make a huge difference in your life. Please make sure that you don't lean on alcohol as a crutch when you are doing poorly in life. It is potentially foreseeable that the most important thing you can do is to continue living. Of course, you need to continue living in order to do whatever else may be important. So that could be a technicality that you may bring. However, I think also finding meaning is quite important. And I don't mean seeking happiness, but finding something that fulfills you. I think that's important.
最後に話し相手に選ぶ人間が2人いる。1人は牧師さん。もう1人はバーテンダー。
Ooh. I remember that conversation, but I also remember that Sasakura blames himself for somebody dying. And I wonder if it was this exact type of situation. I wonder how he's going to approach it now. Let's see.
バーナード・ショーによれば、人生には2つの悲劇があるそうだ。一つは願いが達せられないこと、もう一つはそれが達せられること。願いが達せられれば別の悲劇が生まれる。それをあの頃は知らなかった。
Yeah, that's a very interesting quote from Shaw. Now, of course, you may lament for a very long time on desire, the things that you want out of life, and either you'll pursue it. I think that the best of people will be actively pursuing it. I know some people get very discouraged by the idea of failing, and people who get discouraged from the idea of failing so much that they don't attempt at all obviously have the worst of the tragedy in this case. Don't take it from me, I'm just a bartender who's interested in psychology, I guess, but do your own thinking on this. This is just my opinion that I'd like to say. Now, let's see, then reaching your goal, that can be a tragic thing as well. If you set your goal and you achieve it, well, the proper thing to do should be to find another goal. Always set an aim and try to achieve it. I think sometimes setting low goals is quite nice for that reason, is that you can find something you can reasonably achieve, feel that victorious, achieved kind of mentality, and then find a higher aim. This is how you build being fulfilled in your life. So I don't know about finding your goal being a tragedy. I could see it if somebody thinks they've reached their ultimate goal and there's nothing left. I think that's probably the notion that they're going with. There's always something left. You can always find something to strive for. And the wise person is always looking to improve themselves and always strive for something. Sorry to get philosophical there. I just told you guys I've been reading the philosophy.
お客様はプロとアマチュアの違いをご存知ですか？いや。昔、失敗して落ち込んでいる時、師匠に言われたことがあります。
リュウ、プロになることは簡単だよ。本当に難しいのはプロであり続けることなんだ。
プロであり続ける。
そう。これを飲んでみるといい。そのための一杯です。
その一杯を飲んでプロであり続けること、その意味がやっとわかりました。
Oh my goodness, something maintaining professionalism is very important. Now, what's actually really interesting and very difficult for some people, especially in the bartending industry, is maintaining professionalism. Maintaining your professionalism as a bartender, I see more people get fired bartending than anything else, because they'll get drunk and make poor decisions and they'll get fired. Even if you're not supposed to be drinking at your job, that's especially if you're not supposed to be drinking at your job, I've seen more people get fired just from that. But even worse, if you are allowed to drink at your job and you continue to do that, you overindulge, you're going to make poor decisions, you're going to get yourself fired, you're going to make yourself look like an idiot. Maintaining professionalism as a bartender is knowing your limits very, very well. You need to know your limits better than anything. And you need to hold that firm barrier on your limits. I'm going to the Distillers Showcase here in a few weeks in New Hampshire. If anybody is in the New Hampshire area and would like to say hi to me, let me know. I'll be in the Manchester, New Hampshire event space during the Distillers Showcase. But during that event, you're in a big convention center full of people who are trying to push drinks on you. Like, here, try this, right? Maintaining professionalism is incredibly difficult there. And I look at this event every year as a way to perfect my power over my professionalism. I think it's a really good thing to practice. Make sure that you're not forcing yourself to drink too much, get in a poor headspace. Make sure that you can still finesse conversations with people. You can still socialize and network at these kind of events. Because if you can't, you're gonna screw yourself. And I promise you that. Always work on this.
興味をそそるね。プロであり続けるとはどういうこと？お飲みになればきっとわかるはずです。いいね。
What's the drink?
がその時どんなカクテルを出したのか飲ませてもらおう。
Lime, vodka, gimlet? Gimlet.
どうぞ。スレッジハンマー。
Sledgehammer.
大行な名前だが。
Looks like the one that he's using is just a lot of vodka, orange juice, and lime juice. And I mean a lot of vodka. Yeah. Interesting. That very much looked like a gimlet. Let's see.
アナトール・フランスはこう言っています。死ぬとはとても手間がかかる。
Dying takes a great deal of effort.
同じ手間がかかるなら生きた方がいいと。随分おせっかいだな。バーテンダーってのは。
I hope we can be preachy. That's super cool. Yes. Dying takes a lot of effort. So why not just live if that also takes effort? That's interesting. I like it. I'm going to look into that quote. I'm going to look into that. I have seen some very interesting quotes about why you would continue to live, and obviously it's you should continue to live. It's a very difficult situation to be in, and I don't want to act like I'm the professional here, so I'm not going to speak too much on that. But I will speak on the behalf of being a responsible server, bartender, and source of bartending alcoholic knowledge for you guys here. In that, I will repeat to the ends of the earth, if you guys are struggling, if you're not doing well, please do not overindulge in alcohol. That's not a good place to be.
一文字も書けなくなった俺は暗闇の中を歩いていた。イーデンホール。死の淵をさまよっていた孤独な俺の魂はこの地下の楽園で救われたんだ。また来るよ。ありがとうございました。
I would like to say, as I have been saying, the don't drink if you're in such a negative mood. There is something to be said that a bartender is almost kind of like a therapist to you. And geez, I have heard it all. My regulars at places that I've worked, I knew a lot of them intimately about their lives, their living situations, what they're going through, their family, through what they told me. A lot of people can be saved through community, through other people who care about them. And if there's one thing that I would like to make sure that I always promise to honor, it's not to not get agitated at work, because I will get agitated. It's a job where you will get annoyed and agitated and everything. It's that if somebody truly needs me to care, someone truly needs me in any kind of way, really, I will try to be there for them. That comes with the nature of the job. I like to listen. I like to help. Yeah. It's a good part of the job. I love this episode so far.
バーにはどんなに腕のいいバーテンダーでも作ることができないものが2つあります。ご存知ですか？
謎謎か。
Two things the bartender can't make no matter how skilled. This is gonna have a very deep meaning, and I don't know fully where he's going with it.
はい。一つはこのカクテルです。どうぞ。ニコラシカ。ロシア最後の皇帝ニコライ2世の愛称です。皇帝の帽子の形から名付けられたとも、皇帝がどこでもブランデーを手放さなかったからとも言われています。
これはどうやって飲んだ？
レモンを砂糖ごと2つに折って口に入れて、そこにブランデーを流し込みます。口の中で作るサイドカーというわけです。
なるほど。口の中で調合するんじゃバーテンダーは手を出せないな。夜のバーで飲むカクテルとは全く違う味だな。それでバーテンダーが作れないもう一つのものとは？
お客様一人一人が刻んだ思い出です。
Yes, very much. First one that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess the bartender doesn't make the drink if it's mixed in your mouth or whatever, right? But it's again a technicality. It's a weird thing. But the mark that a customer leaves there, I was just talking about this. It's you guys, especially the regulars, you guys make a big mark on us, and it's a wonderful thing. This is why we keep doing it.
いろんなお酒を出しました。お客様にとっての最高の一杯をと思って。バーに刻まれた思い出は同時にバーの歴史でもあります。
バーに行けばいつでも昔の自分に会えるか。
はい。
それがうちのホテルに来る条件かね。
いえ、お願いです。
ついてこい。君の言う条件は飲もう。
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
その代わり。
グローブ？
一つわしに付き合え。結局息子とはキャッチボールをやらなかった。それだけが人生唯一の後悔なんだ。
僕もありません。父は忙しい人でしたから。
そうか、ないもの同士か。
I'm dying. That's so cute. Oh my god.
春の日、
That spring day,
あなたに会いに行く。
I will go to see you.
あなたは亡くなった人
You are someone that I have lost.
どこにもいない人で
You're someone who's no longer here,
どこにもいない人
and I will
に
go
会い
see
に
you
行く。
who are no longer
きれ
here,
いな水と
with a
きれい
glass
な
of pure
花を
water
手に
and
持って
lovely flower in my hands.
どこにもいない。
I am no longer here.
違
That is
う
not
と
true.
亡くなった人は言う。どこにもいないので
I
は
am
な
not
い。
nowhere. I am
どこにも
not going
行かないのだ。いつもここにいる。春の木々の枝々が競い合って霞む空をつかもうとしている。春の日、あなたに会いに行く。きれいな水ときれいな花を手に持って。まったくずいぶん手こずったものだ。
恐れ入ります。ご指示通り、あのプレートは銀座の店にあったものをそのまま借りてきました。
それが彼との約束だからな。
新しいイーデンホールの歴史がここから始まるのね。
That's so good, dude. That was so good. I love this show very much. Um, I've been trying to even avoid saying but that speechless. It was beautiful. If you guys didn't get to see a lot of it, I'm sorry. Copyrights are difficult. I'm gonna try to work around it, but the ending of this episode is incredibly beautiful, so incredibly meaningful. I'm glad we all got to sit here and talk about a lot of psychology and stuff like that and philosophy. But this has been a fantastic series, a fantastic time to spend with you guys. I hope that I taught you a couple of things along the way or added to the value of this show. I really would appreciate it if you guys would let me know if I did down in the comments. Make sure you like the video if you've seen it. And let me know in the comments or join my Discord what you'd like to see me react to next. I really appreciate you guys. We're not going anywhere here at the Black Feather Bar, but we need to figure out what's next. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.